Hello,
Hello,
and welcome to the vlog.
Vlog section. Selfie stick. Subscribe.
Hello and welcome to the vlog. I'm Jasper. How are you? So tonight I'm being picked up by Nick, who you've never seen in my vlogs before. And then we're going to that place that you've never seen before to meet up with Tim. And we're gonna get some dinner. We're gonna hang out. And then we're gonna see it. You know, it. Chapter 2. So Nick's gonna be here in about 5 minutes. So let's cut to when we're in the car with Nick, and we'll say hello. Hi, Nick.
Hi.
So what are your thoughts on it?
We haven't seen it yet.
Well, we haven't seen chapter 2. I'm glad you picked up that I said it like really like secretive in the sentence.
Yeah.
No, what I mean, Nick, is what are your updated 2 years later thoughts on the first It?
I enjoyed the first one.
You mean you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
When I'm saying it, I'm no longer referring to it, the movie, okay?
So every time we enunciate it,
that means we're talking about the movie.
Yeah.
So it is the movie.
And so are you feeling excited for It Chapter 2?
I certainly am. I had a very long day of work today, and I'm pretty happy that that's done. It was a good day at work. I made a lot of progress. But now I'm ready to celebrate.
Pretty good night to sit down with Schnitz and some Hoyts and some Ben & Jerry's and some whatnot. Unless either one of those are just closed when we get there, and then I'll just start another vlog segment and be like, f***, I think we're...
There's an ambulance coming.
That's a police car.
Oh, is it?
God.
No, it's paramedics.
Ooh, so it's a bit of both. So Nick, what would you say the percentage of your anticipation excitement for the 2 of the It is?
I wouldn't say it's massively high. I think it's probably around 60%, so pretty standard.
Okay. Pretty standard.
Pretty standard.
Do you know why we say standard?
No.
Because Jovan said that one time in a video that he did.
No,
he said standard instead of standard.
That wasn't vlog 0.
You wally! I'd say I'm about a 75.
So a bit higher.
A little bit higher, yeah. Though it looks great, and I have faith in it being pretty good. The first review I read said that it wasn't as good as the first. So when you get a response like that, it's kind of like a the air freshener's covering up your face.
Oh, okay.
It's stealing your spotlight.
Well, that's because we just did a 120-degree turn.
With that being said, do you want to let's crash into the plaza and find Tim.
All right.
All right, you ready?
Yep. In 3, 2, 1.
And we're here in Schnitz, and I'm going to rudely interrupt their conversation because I like being rude. Yeah, you know, we've heard it here first.
Bollywood. That's what we're actually saying.
They're not even talking about it. What a no. Funny joke. I mean, I give that about a 6 out of 10. Just like what's going on. I haven't seen it. Well, Nick just used his very high ATAR score to establish that you can't say Schnitz without it. And then we were just like, whoa. And then Tim was just like, whoa.
Tim wasn't even there when I said it.
He was there. He was just a few feet away.
He was listening to his tunes as we were walking up to him.
Exactly.
From the wrong direction.
Yeah, but he felt the presence of the joke. So yeah, Tim, what would you say your percentage of excitement is for the second? Probably an 80. Oh, okay. That makes the highest one. Really? Yeah. Nick is a 60. I'm a 75. You're an 80. So
I really like it.
We progressed pretty well up there. If only I was a 70, then it wouldn't have ruined what sounded like a very uninteresting thing. Anyway, whatever. Okay, so you just gotta say it like a normal part of the sentence. So you gotta say, we know how keen we are for it.
Oh, this does come back again.
They just wouldn't stop.
The dead meme is crawling out of the drain like Pennywise.
No.
This is actually the anniversary of when... It isn't the anniversary of when the first one came out.
Depends. The first one came out 27 years ago.
No, Rick.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
The first
That's
3
nice. The 2-year anniversary, yeah. That's impressive.
Is it 2 years since the first one came out?
Yeah.
I thought it was a year. Oh, wow. Time goes fast.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Prick.
it's 2.
So we know how keen we are. We're gonna eat our food. We're gonna get our stuff together after that. And we're gonna have a fun old time. I'm stammering. I've got to finish it before I go completely ballistic and insane. So press the button. Live. Alright, here we are. They're having a good old chat.
Oh, sorry.
I'm excited for Ben and Jerry's. Yeah, so we're sitting in the really oddly shaped cinema with the screen that's like super high. You won't be able to get at all what I'm I don't think you saw any of that. See, everyone is getting excited. Oh look, the light's already going down. So say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Well, they're having a check of the score. What do you guys think? Short and sweet. What are you guys feeling? We just walked out. First thoughts, Nick, Tim.
Above average.
Yeah, it was alright.
That's fair. I was pleased because I felt like it was really the next chapter. Like that's how I felt about Alien and Aliens. Was that they were like one movie just split in two.
I also thought like what I thought was going to happen and how I actually felt is that because they're adults now, it feels like there's less tension or like less at stake. Because like when they're kids, they're kind of like these innocent.
Takes you back to when you were a kid, really scared of something like the dark.
I guess so, yeah. But now they're adults. It's like, well, they're adults.
Yeah.
It's like whatever. And I think like the first one really set the tone with like fucking Georgie getting his arm fucking ripped off at the start. You're like, oh, it's going to be this kind of film. Like,
Yeah.
Just didn't really do that at the
Yeah.
start of this one.
that
Though-
first one was so jarring and just set the tone for like the rest of it.
Though I'll say the opening scene got me feeling the way I did after I saw the opening scene for the first one.
Yeah.
Me personally.
Yeah.
Because like when I saw the first one, the opening scene was like, oh,
That's
I
what
don't
I
feel
mean.
I don't feel safe anymore.
Yeah.
And then this opening scene, I felt the same, but you know, I do think that the first one's opening scene was so much more powerful, of course.
That's what I mean, like you're feeling that way because the first one was so.
Well, I mean, most people were pretty surprised with how great the first one was.
Yeah.
And it's like this one is a continuation of it, but it's
Yeah.
not as big of a surprise because we've gotten the first one.
True.
That being said, I had a really good time. No, I really liked it, especially because like, I don't know, I felt like not as much of it was like as out of the ordinary for me because I'd seen the. I'm gonna die. I'd seen the original movie, and I expected a lot of what happened in this movie to happen because of the original. I'm not making any sense. So it wasn't as shocking and weird, but it was done so much better. It was done really well. I'm pretty pleased with it. I feel like I'm going to do the same thing I did with the first two Aliens. Yes, because I was in the front on the way here, so I'll let Tim be the special boy. Okay, let's get in the car. Okay, wait. Just wait one second. Seatbelts. Nick, why is the middle seatbelt already?
Connected.
What the f***'s wrong with your car? Okay, so I'm not very visible at the moment. Jesus Christ.
It's a speed hump. Like it wasn't even.
Here
that
comes
bad.
another one. Ah! Jesus Christ.
Pushing out a kidney stone.
Alright, well, I can continue. Just. Alright, we've got to the point where we're
Jasper
making fun of my stuttering because I don't know what to say. Look, I'm gonna say my finalized thoughts when I get home. So before we lose these two fellas, what verdicts would you give, huh? What do you, Tim? What's up? You wondered how I got a shot of you that was this attractive for your birthday.
Oh, yeah.
This is how.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
Um,
You can see me too.
You're like-
I am Pennywise.
like, kind of creepy. I thought it was good.
You thought it was good.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it is good.
Yes. Yeah, when you say ET, I'm saying it chapter 2.
Yes.
Every time.
Nick, without killing us in the car, it's alright because we can't really see you, so I could really just put the camera, you know,
Yeah, you
here.
can just put it anywhere.
What
What did you
You
do?
could have just shifted the fucking gear then to neutral.
No, I couldn't. I
Yes,
touched
you
the
could've.
handbrake.
Oh,
I
that's
aimed
fine
for the
then.
handbrake, and that doesn't go fucking down further than when it's down. God.
How do
Tim.
you feel that Jasper's around with your car, Nick?
I don't feel good about it, Jasper.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Okay, well,
If you tell me your thoughts on It Chapter 2.
So first act disappointing, second two acts I thought were decent, and overall I enjoyed it, but it's not amazing. So maybe 3.5 out of 5.
Okay. Well, I'm so sorry that the vlog was ruined for all of you by those two people up ahead in the car.
Shut the f*** up!
Well, I'm gonna continue my thoughts when I get home. Bye! Alright, back home where I started now. It was a really good night. It was nice to hang out with them, and we had a really good time. We had a really good dinner, and we saw the movie, and no, I felt like we had a really good time. We had a further discussion in the car after I stopped filming, and went into our thoughts a little bit more, and that was nice. But to sum up my thoughts, I'm really happy with it. It feels to me like, you know, the second part, like Alien and Aliens. And I always think of Alien and Aliens as like, if you put them together, I would have given it a 10. So I sort of compromise and give them both a 9. I gave the first It a 9. And because I see this as like a second part to it, I'm going to give the same rating. So It Chapter 2 I gave a 9 out of 10, and I'm keen to watch it again. I'm actually keen to buy like a Blu-ray of both movies together. So yeah, that's the summary of my thoughts of the movie. I had a really good night, and I'm going to wrap up the vlog now. But before I go, I want to give a huge shout out to Mariam Rizvi. Her YouTube channel is in my suggested channels. If you go to my channel, and I've said channel a lot. Yeah, you'll find her on my channel in the recommended section. Yeah, she's just the greatest person to ever live. And she's got some really great videos. She does some really great vlogs. Please check her out and subscribe to her and like her videos. Yeah. I'm one of those people that always just ends on it. And yeah. Alright, well, thank you for watching the vlog, and good night.
Selfie stick. Subscribe!